big news in the music industry.
Indeed.
Tory Lanez, Canada, Toronto, Brampton, shout out. Yeah, Tory Lanez situation.
Right.
We had this Republican Anna Paulina Luna from Los Angeles County.
Oh, okay.
She's out here saying Tory Lanez did not shoot Megan, and we also have video evidence. Yes, she's out here making case like that. So
wait. So what is her name again? Sorry.
Oh, her name is Anna Paulina Luna.
Oh, okay, and
yeah, that's a Republican in LA County. So.
Oh, okay. So she's calling for the release of Tory Lanez.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Wow. I actually didn't know that. But if anything, jumping into this is a story.
And she also talking about they have video with sensitive like sensor camera or something like that.
Ring cameras.
Ring camera. There you go. Yeah, she was making
a whole case about it. Okay.
Yes.
Well, if anything, I didn't know that was her name, but I have seen the story circulate throughout the internet.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
all over Canada,
all over social media. But the story has been here for a while now, and if anything, I think Tory got sentenced in 2022, but he was arrested in 2020.
Right.
So meaning 2 years took before he actually was sentenced to go to jail. And now we're in 2025.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Fast forward, 2025. Yes, sir.
And he was sentenced for 10 years, I think.
10 years, yeah.
For
still serving 10 years right now for the Megan situation.
Indeed. And if anything, we also heard that he was stabbed 14 times while he was in jail before this news came out of him being before the new evidence came up, he was stabbed 14 times. He had a lung collapse, his lungs collapsed. Yes, and he was stabbed in the neck. And honestly, that's just horrible.
I know you're actually a real deep Tory's fan.
I am. I actually am.
I know that hit you hard. I know it hit home hard in general, but you specifically, I know you can really speak on that.
No, if anything, Tory, like Ashley, was one of the individuals that got me through certain times in my life while growing up. You know, just because he's such a versatile individual.
So true.
He's not always talking about killing and the drug deals that he came out with. He's also sensitive. He's also R&B. Like he's really, he is really a creative individual that a lot of people from Canada and Toronto were able to connect with. And there was even a time that he was being compared against Drake while they had their beef. But if anything, I'm glad that they squashed that even, and Drake is able to stand.
I never had a good interest on that anyway. So
no, indeed.
I think that thing is squashed anyway.
So
yeah, to be news. You're right.
Indeed, but again, we are. It was nice to see Drake not really pick sides too early. If anything, that shows a little bit of his character with everything he went through as well, to stick by Tory Lanez even though they had a beef.
Right.
If that makes sense, you know, because if anything, I feel like Tory has genuinely went through a lot, and the fact that he has always told the public that he is innocent, even though he's been sentenced for 10 years. A lot of people would just stay silent and do their time, but not really try to exonerate themselves from what the public
since you mentioned that, let's just dive right into it. Like, how do you feel? Anna Paulina coming outside, making statement. There is ring camera evidence. Megan's lawyers deny every evidence. Tell me your thoughts on that.
If anything,
because like you mentioned, the whole time the case was going around, Tory was making it clear, and for some reason there was so many flukes about the way they write the news, the way they bring the narrative out.
Right.
I always think it's like
it
was nothing solid to me.
No, like as soon as the shooting happened, you hear like the whole industry came up, was behind Megan, even though Tory or the case was not put into facts.
Mm-hmm.
But now that
they didn't even care about his perspective or his context of him. Everybody wanted Megan.
Indeed, and if anything, Tory blessed us with a whole, I think, album and or
The one album, yeah.
yeah, like a whole album explaining like even though like and mind you,
Talking about the Turkey Leg album.
no, yeah, like right,
The
but
one video,
but
I should say.
but mind you, this is while he was actually going through the case. This is before he was like sentenced.
Right.
So meaning that's between 2020 and 2022. He was still free. It wasn't like he was incarcerated the whole time while like the case was happening.
Right. He got incarcerated when he actually went to his sentence day.
Right.
Yeah.
So if anything, since 2022, he's been in jail, and apparently he's done a lot. But the lady stepping up for him just shows that.
Shout out to the Republican. I'm not usually a fan of a Republican. What a nice day to be a fan of a Republican today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Republican lady, Anna Paulina Luna.
Sorry.
Yes, because usually for me, when it's people that hold a setting standard like that in society, that will come out make a setting statement, I don't just look it out. I don't just looking at it like lightly.
Like black and white.
Oh no. If anything, I don't want to say I scan the internet, but I research.
Yeah, you do your own investigation.
Right. So when it's those people that come, especially she's like, there is a rank evidence video camera. So that's, what does that tell you? And we always know the system is always being weak flukes. So all these things, if we put it into perspective, Tory might have a case. He just us that don't know, but she knows.
No, but if anything, I feel like Tory always had a case.
Oh,
and
yes.
like for this to happen, and like the hills were like this is where like a certain percentage of individuals that are rich that are kind of private try to keep their life private.
I remember that situation happened in Kylie Jenner's house somewhere. Was a party, aka.
And mind you, they were with Kylie. And these are individuals that are really high up in society where they have friends that are presidents, congressmen, and everything. So the fact that it took so long for an individual that works for California.
Did she ever come out and say something, Kylie Jenner?
No.
Like, I'm saying like.
No.
Oh, really?
I have never heard anything personally. And I'm not
they
really.
Said the thing happened at her house.
No, but if
you would assume there's a statement from her.
Exactly. But that family really knows how to maneuver the media because they basically grew up in it. So I wasn't really surprised how Kylie distanced herself. Now she has a whole new boo thing, and like her life is like, I don't even do that whole life anymore, you know. But if anything, what's her name again?
Paulina.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Anna Paulina.
Anna Paulina.
Yeah, you can just call it Anna or Paulina.
Anna stepping up after Drake coming to her and requesting that and having people sign all these petitions to kind of reinvestigate the case. I would say that's kind of good because at the end of the day, even when Tory got sentenced in the States, I was one of the individuals that felt like let him do his time in Canada as a Canadian. If anything, when it comes to the States, you saw how the States kind of stand up for their own citizens. Oh, meaning like if this was a high,
you see that, yeah.
Like so even though Tory was not that high, I just believe like no politician in Canada kind of stood up for him in any way. And I understand that's none of their business, but there could have been like a kind of like a leniency thing saying, you know, this is because like Tory actually supports Toronto. Tory has a culture that kind of helps Toronto. Yes. Like there's a lot of things he's done for the Canadian people as an artist. I'm not saying as an individual, of course. Don't get me wrong. But as an artist, I feel like Tory was a valuable asset to the Canadian
society, market, whatever. To our music industry.
No, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
And I read about that too. The Drake petition to get Tory to. Yeah, Drake is out here signing petition for Tory to get pardoned.
Chris Brown apparently too.
Yeah, that's. You see how you mentioned how they had a beef before? I knew about that, but I always think it's people that just. You see how media do things. let's say today I look at you like this, then the next day we're in the media, then they get to always make the narrative. That's what I'm trying to tell you, and this is weird. I knew about it, but I always never cared because I'm like, bro, like, I don't even think these two Toronto artists will just suddenly like that start beefing.
But
so I didn't give it no traction. And from when you mentioned the Drake thing, because this is the first thing I read when I was doing my research, then I'm like, wow, I'm very proud of that because Drake went through his own thing, right?
Yeah.
And for the past year or two, I always tell you how much I'm not a solid Drake fan. Yeah. But I always find myself defending him because, especially of the situation that just happened and him and Kendrick Lamar, because it shows character. And you mentioned that when you were talking. It shows character. The fact that he didn't really come out and make a statement or being defensive, really. So all these things showing me more about his character, and the more
But if anything, man, if anything, shout out to Drake. But this is not a Drake podcast. All I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, there's the industry itself. Because even before Tory went into jail, he had a lot of enemies. In the sense of when COVID happened, he was doing his streaming thing. That's how he even hooked up with like Kylie. Well, not hooked up, but like started linking Megan and all of this. Because like a lot of us believed it was the short man syndrome. But short niggas be acting out type shit, you know? So like
there was a thing like that, right? That's
right.
So funny.
So like if anything, that time it was almost like, yo, like nobody thought Tory could pull Megan, fam, in the sense of just because like she's so tall, like, you know, like that's just I guess that's just us thinking that. Yeah. But this nigga came out
because of her name though. You think she's a stallion?
See, that's
but okay.
Funny. But if anything, Tory ruled COVID times. After that, he even got out of his deal. He was independent, I think, and like he dropped an album and sold this shit for like $1, I think, and made like $1 million in like a couple of days. And then he dropped a video saying he cracked the code, saying that like, you know, like he was talking about the industry, like so much before he went. And they may call it a conspiracy theory that like, you know, the industry came after him. It's okay. But at the end of the day, what are we gonna do when or if Tory actually is innocent and that he is released? What like what's the public is like what like yes, the Me Too movement has happened.
Yeah.
Women empowerment has happened. Now, what are we gonna do with like, you know, when like it's the stick is on the other side, meaning like what like is Megan gonna have to do community service? Is she gonna have to apologize? Is it gonna be like he say she say? Is it gonna like what like is like what's really gonna happen now? Because if he actually gets out,
and
I guess the justice system could be seen as broken even more than a lot of people believe already.
Yeah, for people that believe already, they already believe already, and that's true. That's facts. For her to come and say that, that's what even make me believe now. Because remember, I'm not even too much politics. If anything, I more don't believe than believe when it comes to them. So for her to come and saying that, yeah, and I'm more believe than believe. And if anything, let's say now, let's flip this story to the other side now. Okay, Tory's not guilty. Tory's out now. And you know what I hate about society too? I had to make that known. Is the fact society, even after all this, why all these people, all these girls, they're still gonna wear makeup, look pretty, but nothing happened.
C'est la vie.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's. I'm just trying to tell you, it's always gonna be Tory's problem. I know his friend, Tory's friend, always gonna be affected by that situation.
Of course.
But I'm saying like, okay, but that's what
he's
gonna
in the
happen.
Hospital right
it's
now.
Like
it's always like, been Tory's problem.
It's not like Megan will get to do a year out of 10. That'd be nice.
I don't know about nice or nothing. I'm not trying to get into
at least for lying.
I'm not trying to get into as if like I'm judge, executioner and stuff. I'm just here trying to give my opinion in the sense of just like I want to know what the public, the people that were crucifying Tory Lanez. I'm not talking about the judge because this is
about
all like jury, judge, and all of that. Because like the court system is a court system, you know. But I'm talking about the individuals, the moment, 2020, 2022, the people that turned his back on him. Even he said a lot of people had his number, could have called them and asked, but they choose to go public. Are we gonna get a documentary about how like basically the industry is like literally? Have you noticed that Cat Williams came out, said that shit? After that, Diddy, like so many things just started coming out. Like it's
pouring.
It's as if like the gates were open, right?
Yeah.
And one thing we thought, was that loyalty or at least friendship or all these people we see in the entertainment or on our screens and TVs when they hang out or they do stuff together, we think they're actually like, I don't know, friends or something, or like they would warn each other if somebody's coming to do harm to them, like in front of them, type thing. But like we come to realize these people actually hate each other, and somehow there's
more enemies than homies.
Right, and the Drake situation, the Tory Lanez situation, like a lot of things actually.
The Drake situation just opened so much.
So if anything, Megan, I feel like has some like questions to answer, even like her friend, because like all of this coming out after a security guard lost his job.
Her friend's lawyer was the one that spilled the tea at first.
No, but they were.
I would say no. Kelsey is the one that pulled the trigger because apparently Kelsey was dating Tory at that time, but that was always a story that's out where people think Tory was dating both of them, but that's what the lawyer says.
Bro, I even heard Tory was hitting Kylie, bro.
Okay, all three.
Like,
it's not
even
a coincidence, but all I'm saying, it's being reported like that. That's what it was.
Yeah, Tory was.
Wow. This short man syndrome, he was working.
No, bro, this like because they say as a short nigga, you're like they be mad and shit. They be like aggressive, like like you can't test them. But either way though, like again, the Umbrella Academy. If anything, shout out to the Umbrella Academy. That's Tory's label, but at the same time, I feel like again, like Megan, even Kylie, a lot of people have like a lot of answering to do, and I feel like we need to move away from jumping to the conclusion now because we need some answers now.
Yeah, oh yes, I don't want to say I promise, but watch Summons are coming our way, and
like why did he even get stabbed?
So we will get
14 times.
Good quote.
And then
I didn't get too deep on that, but that was a crazy thing to even process when this thing come out.
Right, and then a
long cuff and everything. But I was just gonna tell you though, that's something that reported from his dad. Tory is being moving to a new prison, but that's from his father. That says that, and North Kent State Prison in Delano, California.
Oh shit!
Yes, that's what he's getting moving to, and they say it's because of safety. Let's assume it's true. Yeah,
you're in prison, bro.
Yeah, but let's assume it's true. Safety.
Where can you go to be safe, my brother? Come on now. If anything, though, like just for Tory to go through all this again, and for him to even drop music in jail, FaceTime his kids. Because there's certain things, and that's why I was really asking, like the sentence, did it really come out of, bro, we don't care who you are, and this is the state of California, and this is how we do our laws? Or is it really, like, individually attacked? Because, again, Rock Nation were the lawyers, like, it's a lot of questions.
Yes, but to my knowledge, is individually attacked.
Individually attacked,
yes. Yeah. And there's something in California right now that wouldn't happen to them. Like some name in California right now. Tory was living in California when that happened, right? Let's assume the state of California, that's how they work, right? But some people, it's not everybody.
No,
they don't treat everybody the same. But for his case, he was like purely attacked because Anna was saying this is a case that make on pure media influence. Nobody know the truth. Nobody have the proof. Nobody know the facts.
The Diddy things.
Yes.
Actually, Diddy have more facts.
Kylie, that happened on Kylie's house. Remember, we both say she never come out say this. this happened, that happened, meaning she never come out and make a statement. Do you understand that? So
Right.
nobody actually don't know what happened. Tory was individually attacked by the state of California. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, shout out to Anna, for at least speaking. Because before she said something, it was mostly on like the lawyers like mostly came out with new evidence. That's why this whole thing after he got stabbed was reignited as if like the fire flame was like again. But before that, we all thought Tory's doing his time, dropping music from jail. He's even helping people in jail to stay safe because he said
his new album is less than 6 months. The Peterson album.
Right, but I'm saying before even that, like when he got in, apparently he was helping, like he like helped 4 individuals with like certain things that got them to be better. So mind you, like this is an individual that's always trying to be better. And bro, I promise you, like if you listen to his music, man, just like you would know that like there's a lot of people that come from Toronto, man, that actually like live that life in the sense of they wanted to make it out. And he was one of those individuals. And a lot of people can call Cap, like I don't know and everything, but I really know him through his music,
Oh, that's
so
enough,
and like I mean that through like the same way that I can recall Drake's last albums, everything, and every time he mentions or talks about or raps about Toronto, you can relate a lot, and Tory was that guy. No matter what he was rapping about, like R&B, stream stuff, like remixing things that were fire. Either way, you could always feel that Toronto side of him inside of it, So after all that, man, it's just I feel like they did him wrong, man. They definitely did him wrong, and as you said, the media having influence on it has a lot to do with it too.
Because the pure media influence.
Because at the end of the day, like it sucks, man. It sucks. Short nigga like that in jail, and the only way he can cause bro, mind you, the nigga's rich even though he's in jail, right?
Right.
And like just the extortions and like having to find a click and this and the jail system, like bro, it's just like before that you were on yachts, fam, flying around the world, enjoying life. You thought one night you were just having fun, and now you got crazy, one nigga, 3 bitches. That's why, bro, you always gotta have a homie around, dog. You gotta make sure like either your phone is on, recording, consenting shit, or you got your homie right there that like nonchalant nigga that's just always there.
Tory has a few people is there when the situation happened. A lot of they come out, they were describing it. Society, the female side of society.
Let's just say he didn't have he had his niggas around, but not niggas high enough in the media that could say something. Because if Kylie said, "Yo, Megan, chill out," the media would have been like, "Yo, Megan, see black women this." Oh, this is that. This. They will a whole song about it. So either way, all of us lost as a people in that moment, because the other individual that wasn't part of it kept their mouth shut. If anything, it's kind of crazy, man. Like it's kind of crazy that like these new things are so coming out after like 2, 4, 5 years now, and the same thing with the Diddy case. It's like all these things, I feel like they're not news.
No.
It's just like now
to us,
No, but like
but they're really not news.
No, but like how is it that they're catching a Ring camera now? How is it that they're like the guard, like the security guard that worked for the girls can stay silent while a guy is doing time, and then come on and say, well, since I did not sign an NDA, mind you, that's the only reason he's talking. Because if he signed one, he would have just left his job, stay quiet. He would have done his time. And that's the society we live in, bro. And that's kind of messed up. And that's why Anna stepping up is either she's on that political drive or she's actually seeing the truth and is fighting for the people and see that that's wrong. But I can see both sides of it.
Yeah, and also supporting her courage for coming out and actually make a statement like that, because you see how many people that they don't want to make it because they know
in
they could.
LA too, mind you,
Mhm.
and that's like
We're telling you, you're right.
a
Those
state of
cells,
stars.
yeah.
Like individuals are are no.
What, Kylie's house didn't have a camera?
Don't ask me for.
No, honestly.
I don't know, but probably
Like, I'm just, like, if I think that's what it comes
the
down
road
to.
didn't have a camera, bro. Like
It's
these
crazy right
days,
now, yeah.
these days, how many neighborhoods can you go to and not see a Ring camera?
Even our neighborhood. I'm saying,
Even the
what
hood got
neighborhood?
cameras
Yeah,
now, bro,
that's
you
what
know?
I'm trying to tell
I mean,
society.
I don't live in a broke neighborhood, not
No,
like
but
that. But I'm just
right, but still,
even the hood got
got camera,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So you're telling me her house don't have a camera? Her hood don't have a camera? No way.
And it's 2020, bro.
No way.
The car doesn't have a camera, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody was filming.
Yeah.
Nobody's out here taking snaps.
Impossible.
Everybody got their phone down. These
Impossible.
people make their life off of their phones.
Yeah, impossible.
Like I did it, bro. You know, this is
That's
but
crazy.
if anything, bro, this is one of those like things that I feel like a lot of people stood by Tory, not only because of his music, just because things were not straightforward. You know, like things were not just clear cut. Like you cut the cake, it's all cut two pieces clean. No, bro, you cut it, but somehow you got like 3 pieces. You're like, what type of knife do I have, bro?
Yeah.
Or like, what type of hand am I using? Who's cutting it? Now there's a lot of questions, you know.
And a lot of people still coming out defending
Yeah.
Megan, thinking this is harassment. This is Tory's lawyer, Tory's camp going after them.
And that's the right too, though. You know, shout out to them for doing that. But at the same time, we live in an age, bro, where like if I try to explain that side of it, I'm actually just wasting my energy, my time, just because we live in the age of opinion, trumps facts.
Right.
If that makes sense.
That's
you know?
okay.
So,
I mean that's always true.
So then, because of that, I can say like the same guy that actually stabbed Tory is getting funded, like GoFundMe, by Megan Thee Stallion fans, even though he's an individual that's in jail because why? Guess why, bro?
Oh, I don't know.
This guy is in jail because he abused a 13-year-old girl. And the fans are giving this
that's crazy.
Like it's just when you try to touch stuff like that, it's just you're wasting your energy. No. That's why I say it's all opinionated. Yeah. Because they will give money to people that like kill people, and that's okay.
That's so crazy because the whole time I know the guy name because they post his name online. Because I always wonder in my brain why they never find out why was he in for.
Nah. They did, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And know how. Even now, let's back to the story. Her friends finding him in jail, that's something that's over dirty. Something that super stinks.
Yeah. But if anything,
you're right, that's the society we're living on.
If anything, though, I feel like Tory, shout out to Bobby Schmurda, but one thing Tory is not going to be is come out and not be like... Tory is gonna drop the droppest first day out song ever as soon as he come out. Let me just say that. You know how T Grizzly kind of started that
cool.
First day out type shit, bro. Tory's gonna drop a whole album because, bro, we're low key waiting for him. And I get it, bro. If he actually did it, man, shame on him. Genuinely though. If he actually got whatever drunk or sober and shot that female to her legs, shame on him.
Right.
You get me? You know? But if he didn't, or
shame
even if he did, because he's still doing his time, you know? If he comes out and he goes and shoots another female, then bro, Tory, no offense, I might question you a lot. You really have to drop songs that are 10 out of 11 type shit, for me to be damn, bro.
I'm impressed again.
That do not kill me, okay? Please, guys. But you know how R. Kelly did his shit? But sometimes R. Kelly comes on, bro, your body just moves, bro. It's so good. It's just so good.
Nobody's music is good.
But that's good, only actually. If you're from that generation that had to struggle with knowing all of that. Right. To fight that guy when he makes good music. But yeah.
Yeah, no, but I love his music actually.
Yeah, but
I don't know about society, what they're gonna do with me today, but
good
for them. Yeah,
but don't
come
kill
on.
Me,
but don't crucify me at least.
Yeah, it was an example.
Opinion.
Example. Just saying that this is not the first time that we have seen people that are really talented that are really gifted or that are really creative be brought down by things that are not really straightforward.
Yeah.
You get me, you know?
Like thing that you say that.
Like the audio things looks way more forward than
there's a way you call those things, not scripted things.
I think for OJ to him, sorry.
What is the next thing on our program today? Tory, 32 years old, moved to a new prison that's supported by his father. But yeah, the thing I'm happy about is because forget about being a celebrity. When a political person get up and say, I know she's not Trump, she's not those people, but I'm saying like anytime those people that political get up and say something, this way, that way, or for some reason I see different thing from it. So that's what just happened. She can make this statement. I'm like, oh wow,
no, indeed, because
very interesting. Something I can get my mind busy for a week with. To be honest, to kind of know what transpired, what make her call it that. Is that true? She even talking about evidence with ring camera. Like, no, where are right those too,
things? Because as you said, politicians don't touch things that are negative.
Yeah, you all see that part.
So clearly, as you said, she's a state or a county something. Sorry, but either way, she's like she did her due diligence enough to know that okay, maybe I can touch this and bring me a lot of good votes. Maybe bring me some things. Because at the end of the day, you rarely see politicians that do their job. You see politicians that benefit from their job.
Right.
Get me?
Yeah, I guess that's what their job is so much.
Just barely do their job. Because a lot of people just go to work, right? But as you said, for her to get up as a woman too, to go against another woman, saying, you know, like, I believe this man is right and you're wrong, in an era, in a time where, like, there's a lot of groups of individuals that just have a lot of
I was going to say, okay, I like her name. Because I was going to say, hopefully our society now don't come out after her and say, yo, that's racist right there. Why is this woman get to speak on that situation? You see how we go. I'm sure they did. Oh, they did already?
I'm sure on Twitter, like, as soon as she said something, like, people were like, oh blah, blah, Megan is right. Bro, it's, you know, it's that time, bro.
Yeah, the story get to Megan's lawyer, but just like I said, the story that I read mentioned that Megan's lawyer denied every evidence possible instead of acknowledging. Just like I said, they said that was harassing.
No, indeed. At this point,
music society.
No, at this point, even if Tory comes out, it's not going to be anytime soon. You know, even if the lady says the thing she says, it might do something or just
it can trigger. It can trigger something at least.
It has, like the
Drake petition. That's a nice thing.
Yeah,
this thing triggers something.
It did. So that was indeed weird, honestly.
Okay, that was the update on Tory on Undisturbed. We wanted to let you guys know the state of Tory's situation after he gets stopped 14 times in his long claps last week in prison. And the update from Tory's dad said Tory is being transferred to a different jail in North Kent State and Delano, California. And this is for his due safety. Let's assume this is true and this is Undisturbed today. We didn't have a full house. Shout out to Black Bones, Moses, and you're listening right now. And if you have a last word to say.
Yeah, if anything,
and I wanted to mention that to your attention. The audience been supporting us very nice. So thank you to you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. And thank you guys for watching the reels and the videos and liking and commenting. If anything, I would also like you guys, when you get a chance, to go and follow my business page. It's Apex Services. Apex Services. It's on Instagram. We will put a link on here somewhere. But if again, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.